Francois D'Haene, welcome back to Silverton. Welcome back to the USA. Good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you again too.
Your third Hardrock 100 starts in about 48 hours from now. You have 2 of the 3 fastest times ever on the course.
And because of you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you pulled me to one of the great races of my career. We were just talking before we started about how long ago that seems and how much harder running has been for both of us in the last 3 years. But before we get to that, the one thing I would love to hear you talk about is the last time you were here and the battle that you had with Killian and Dakota at the 2022 Hardrock, because we shared much of the 2021 Hardrock, but I haven't heard you talk about 2022. And in my mind, it was a really special moment in Hardrock history. You and Killian pushing each other all the way to the finish line here. Say a few words about 2022.
Yeah, it was a bit different than with you, because with you we were very close but never together. Yeah. Which finally was a mistake, I think, because 3 years later we can regret that maybe. But no, I think we share some nice moment and love about that. But yeah, 22, it was the beginning for me of the injury. I was not feeling confident during the preparation, and I have pain on my ankle, so I start with like low expectation. And finally, during the race, I can keep going with them until Telluride and then to Uray. And then I'm not sure it's very smart, so I slow down. And finally, I think they were too fast, because after they explode, and I catch Killian I don't know, like 30 minutes before engineer pass. He was like laying down in a river, crampy and not feeling good. And Dakota has exactly the same problem, like 1 hour later during Andes. So finally we catch Dakota, but he was not able to follow. So we just continue with Killian, and it's a bit strange, because I think you cannot say, I was super fast, I have good feeling, because with the altitude you always suffer a bit, and you never feel like, I'm so strong and so fast, even if I think you are, but because of the altitude you don't feel so good. So with Killian we were like, okay, we have to help each other to reach the finish line, because it's an hard race, it's an hard part. Yeah. So we were like, not like, yeah, some journalists say, it's a nice battle between Francois and Killian, bam, bam, bam. But no, not at all. We were just helping each other from like engineer to Cunningham. Yeah. And then before Cunningham, it was a bit different, a bit strange. And you were like maybe thinking, I don't know how to do to finish first. And it was a bit strange, because in each station we wait for each other. And in Cunningham, I was thinking, okay, maybe we can, have a battle and put each other in the last ascent. But he just don't stop at Cunningham edge station, and we were waiting each other at each edge station for 4 minutes. It was very strange. And he go directly, and I was, what is he doing? Why you don't tell it to me? Like, okay, now we run together with each other. Now it's the final thing, and let's go have fun, and we will see. We will arrive at the first, but he just passed me, and it was strange. So I made mistake on that station, and I go behind him, and we have a very fast ascent in Cunningham. Now you can do it during the day. So, it's not that fast, but right. After 150k and during the night, it was fast. Yeah. And we were pushing, and then at the top, because I made mistake at the station, I don't change my battery, and so I don't have the big power, and I dropped my pacer because we were too fast. So at the summit, it was shit, and I said, okay, I don't want to take too many risks, and anyway I think he's better than me in descent, so it was okay. I was happy with that race, but it was nice memory I was very happy that Dakota have a very strong race too, and he's a very nice guy. And then with Killian we ran many races together, but it was nice that we were free discussing, and it was like very funny to have 3 different people and running together, and it was nice.
I just thought it was a historic moment for the sport, because obviously you, Killian, and Dakota have all had great careers, and at Hardrock typically you know who's going to win the race when there's hours left to go. And in that case, in 2022, and the footage that was captured at Cunningham of you and Kilian coming through very quickly together and clearly, you know, competing at mile 90 of Hardrock. It was just a historic moment and awesome to see you two push each other.
Even before, I think, me and Kilian were already thinking, okay, if Dakota continue like that, it's just amazing. But finally not.
Well, very cool.
He was really too fast on Bear Creek Trail. He put like more than 10 minutes to Kilian in like
I remember
1 hour.
We
were just, okay, maybe we were shit or maybe he's too strong, but there's a problem.
It was the one year when I was not at Hardrock because our son was about to be born. So Ryan sent us some updates from you guys leaving Uray, and Dakota was in first, Kilian second, and then you left in third, and everybody was saying, oh, Francois is feeling a little bit bad. But anyway, it's, again, just a fantastic moment from Hardrock history and fun to chat about with you. So coming back to more recent times, obviously, like you just said, coming into Hardrock 2022, you were starting to deal with injuries. I think it was in your foot or your ankle. And really it was since Hardrock 2022, things have been hard for you just in terms of dealing with injury and not being able to really compete at the same level. Talk about the injuries, the series of injuries that you've had and how you're feeling now.
Yeah, it was a bit strange because I was never really injured in the past, and 2022 I was feeling my ankle a bit strange, and finally I rest after Hardrock because the plan was to do Diagonal des Fous, and I rest like 1 month, and then I start again, and the pain was same, even worse. I was thinking there's something not good in my bone, and we looked the bone, and the bone was not good. It was like a kind of stress fracture, but a bit strange. Mm-hmm. So we were thinking, maybe I pushed too much. It's just a stress fracture. So I continue. I was not able to go to Diagonal. So I continue, I recover, and then, I have a small fall, and I break totally my right ankle, like with 3 big fracture on the ankle. And I was thinking, it's a bit strange, but then again, we were thinking, maybe it's because of the fall. Yeah. It's maybe a bad fall, maybe it was cold, maybe it was a rock, I was in paragliding, maybe it's because of the speed. And during 3 months, I was not sleeping well. I was thinking, no, I don't think it's because of the fall. And it's strange. And in June, it was not the same. And it's take months and months and months. And then we make some like deep analysis, and we saw that the balance between the cells who create bone and who destroy bone was not good at all. And I destroy bone. So my bone density was shit. And that's why I have so many fractures. But when I analyze it was already going better and better. So which is good, but we never know why. Because I don't know, because of virus, because some of them say because of COVID vaccine or something else. It change the immunity, change your balance. So we never know why. But now it's better, but it's take a long time, and then you always stress to say, okay, am I okay? Can I go fast? Can I try more efficient training or not? So that's why, I start like very slowly, and then the ankle was not recovering well, but even if my body is better, so I have some compensation that you never know if I push too much, then I have pain on the back, but I hope it won't break, and on the knee, and I hope it won't break, so you cannot train very well. So during 1 year, it was like that. So finally, I was able to start Diagonal des Fous last year, but like very, very, I don't know if you can say in English, like walking on the eggs.
Just being very careful and cautious.
And then I put out the material this winter. So I was, okay, now one more year, I put out all the material. The medicine were like, okay, normally it's fine, it's okay. So you just have to have more mobility and work. So I work a lot this winter. I made a lot of skimo, and I was like very like confident when I start running again, but it was not like easy, and I have already pain. So this spring was very hard for me, and I try to push my body, and I have like some virus in Andorra, and then I was very low when I arrived here, not even able to run, so I was not confident to take the start line. And now since 10 days, like it's like each day better and better and better. But yeah, it's a long way back, and for sure my training is not as I want, but it's ultra trail, so you never know. Maybe I can have a good surprise. Of course, I have experience. Of course, we are discussing. I have 2 fastest time. But it's a long time ago, and I'm not like 100% confident. And I really would like to be there and be very strong and have efficient training, which is not the case. So I have a little bit of deception, but anyway, I'm here. The kids will come. I'm happy to see all of you guys, and it's such a special place here. Yeah. So I have to say, okay, I have not the best training. For sure, I'm frustrated. For sure, I have some deception. But anyway, I'm here. I'm able to run. I have to enjoy it, even if I put I don't know how many time. Maybe I can put a good time. We never know. But anyway, I have to be happy to be at the start line. And now, since 1 week or 10 days, I work a lot on that mentally to say, okay, try to enjoy it, even if you have some deceptions or expectation. I have to be there and to enjoy it and try to take a lot of pleasure. And I hope my body won't suffer that much. But if my body won't suffer, I think I can just be happy about the result, even if I don't win, even if I don't have a good time, even if I don't finish. I don't know. I have to be happy because it's such a great place and great sport, and I don't know if I will be able to compete many more times here. So I have really to enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Say a few more words about the psychological element of the last 2 years, because you've been so consistent in your career and you've just had such high level of performance over time. And you said that you've never really dealt with serious injury before. So especially coming off the year when you won both Hardrock and UTMB, coming back to Hardrock, having another amazing performance. And then now dealing with injury for the first time, getting older, and sort of having the questions in the back of your head about returning to that same form that you've always been able to perform at. Is that something that you think about? And was there ever fear in your return to health from your injury that you would be able to come back to the same level of performance?
It's more, my fear is more about durability and for the next future, because I know one time I will regress for sure because of the age, because of many things. But which is strange is that actually there's 2 things. There's the mechanical part and the health part, and the motivation part and the cardiorespiratory part. Because in ski mountaineering this winter, I was at one level where I was never, in terms of physiology. So I know if mechanical way I'm okay, I know that I can even perform better than before. Maybe not for longer, but that's why it's very frustrated, because I was thinking, okay, I made a job, I made many things that I never did before, to be able to have some same pleasure and performance again, and mechanical, it just looks like the body didn't want. So it takes time, it is long, but I have to be patient, I know. But it's a fear that mechanically, would it be okay to go again in the mountain? Because I know that I was so lucky to have some great result, and I was not expected that 10 years ago. So even if I never won again, I'm happy with that. It was just incredible how lucky I was, and I'm okay. If you say you will never win again, but you will be able to run in the mountain without pain and with pleasure, I can sign it. I'm okay.
Wow. Okay.
But the result was not the most important thing for me.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to, I discovered Nolan's some days ago. I just want to be able to do Nolan's, no matter if I have the record or not. It's just, you will have the record, but then the year after you will lose it.
Yeah.
But what you will remember is that you made Nolan's in one time. Yeah. This is good. And actually, I'm not sure to be able to do Nolan's in one time, because I'm not sure my ankle can do even Hardrock or 49 hours. So I just want to to focus on that one and to be able to run with my kids in 5 years or 10 years, which I think is the most important thing for me.
Okay. Amazing. So you mentioned that you did Andorra Trail, UTMB race 3 or 4 weeks ago now, finished 5th place. You came over to the US. You were doing your recce on Nolan's and you got sick again. So you've sort of been dealing with this series of challenges.
Exactly.
To talk about just like the experience at Nolan's, getting sick, how you're feeling now. It seems like you're improving every day as we approach Hardrock, but I'm sure people would love to hear about, your time on the Nolan's route and then dealing with that little setback.
Yeah, since many years, I have a look on Nolan's, to be honest. Yeah. And this year I was thinking, okay, now you know pretty well to try it over Hardrock. Maybe you can arrive in Denver and spend some days in Nolan just to confirm that it could be nice to do it. And so it was a bit strange because I arrived there and wow, I'm here, I saw that mountain. Yeah, it's very wide. Oh yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it could be amazing. But my body is shit, and I'm just able to walk. I was not even able to run. I was inflated. I was like, wow, this is so strange. And on one side, you are so happy to be there, and the other side, I cannot do what I want to do. But now the memory is that it's very incredible mountain and nice and wide place, and for sure I really would like to be back there. And I have 2 weeks of holidays now with the kids, and we will be there with the camper van to walk around, be in the river and discover a bit more the place. But I think it could be a very nice challenge for me, and it's a nice place and nice mountain.
So as we can start winding down here, but you mentioned your family. And I remember in 2021, you and I were talking after the race, and you were saying that you were very excited to go home, that it had been 3 weeks without your family here in Silverton with you. Say a few words about that, about being able to share it with your family here in your third Hardrock, and then being able to have the holiday afterwards where you can enjoy the mountains with your children and your wife.
Yeah, like you say, even in 21, I was thinking, they should be happy to be there, but they were very small, and then they are bigger and bigger and bigger, so they have to understand that we cannot travel all along the year and travel at a cost like environmental, and of course with the price. So we try to travel with them like once a year, and we choose it, and we decided together because now they are bigger. And 2022, I was thinking they could be happy to be there. And last year, I decided to go to Diagonal Defoe without them because we were thinking they cannot travel always. They were at home and say, we would like to be there and share with you. And we know it's hard for you. And because they know I go to the physio every day, I train every day, and they know why I train, but they want to help me and to be there. And they have like some old memories, or just because of the picture, because we create some like picture album and we look at with them in 2017 when I did John Muir Trail. They came after and we traveled with a camper van, and so they want to do it again. So we rent a camper van, and they will arrive today, and they are very motivated to one side to be on the race day and to help me and to be there and to understand why this race, why I will be there 3 times, why I'm happy to be there. And then they know that we will go back slowly across Colorado to Denver, and they are very excited about that. And yesterday they called me and they said, they forget 1 plate. We have just 4 plates in the camper van. How we will do? Maybe in Silverton we can find a plate. Don't worry. But yeah, they are very funny to say, okay, they are 4 at home now since 2 weeks, and they really want to be 5 again, and so it's very interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe final question for you. I don't want to look too far ahead, but you've been putting out a series of videos about your season this year. You did Andorra, then it's Hardrock, and then I know you've been very motivated for Tour de France in Italy. We've been talking about how, we all have doubts as we get older, and especially coming off of injuries and things like that. Obviously, Hardrock is the main goal this weekend, but I'm sure people would love to hear you talk about the evolution of your motivation as an athlete going into a new experience like Tour de France, and also about like the calendar construction that leads to it, Andorra, Hardrock, and then Tour. So anything you want to say about the full season and the evolution of your motivation as you look towards the tour later in the summer?
Yes, a new challenge was always been a part of my career and my motivation. I did GR20 in 2016, then John Muir Trail, then the Pacific Crest Trail in 2019. So I need this kind of challenge, but like Tour was in my mind since many years, but I was afraid to, maybe it's too much for the body, because John Muir Trail, you are just by yourself. If you feel tired, you can stop. But I think I'm enough stupid to be on a race like Tour des Géants, and if someone push me, I'm sure I can not sleep and not stop because I am too much stupid. So I was afraid that I pushed too much my body. But I say, hey, but if you don't do it now, like you say, everybody say, you're getting older. Even if I don't really feel it, I say, okay, maybe it's time to think about Tour des Géants. But to be honest, week after week, it looks like my uncle is not so happy. I'm not 100% confident, but for sure I want to do it. And I already plan a record in August to be there, and I will try to be there. But it's like 200 miles in a row with more elevation gain. So we'll see if I not be able to be there this year. Maybe it will be next year or the year after, but for sure I have to do it. It's such a special race and special pace, so I'd like to do it. But we never know. I have two physio session a day. I work a lot on everything, and I will do what I can to be there. But like you say, first challenge is Hardrock, and I build my season like as smart as possible to say, okay, 100k in Andorra, 1 month later, 100 miles here, then 2 months to preparation for 200 miles there. So I try to progress. I try to have recovery time. I have to try to block. I have to do it as smart as possible, but you never know. And this is what is cool, but sometimes you prefer know that your body is okay, but we'll see.
Well, maybe final question. I'm just remembering when we ran Hardrock in 2021, your pacers were Jim Walmsley and Dakota Jones. I'm wondering who's on your team this weekend. Is Jim coming back to pull a shift for you after his fourth Western States? Is Dakota going to come help out after his Western States? Who's on the team this weekend?
No, it's very nice because they are here, and even there's more people. Ricky Gates is not here this year, but I'm sure he will follow it. He already sent me some message some months ago, but Jim will be there, sure. But and Simon, another French guy, will be there too. He now lives in Beaufortin, and Dakota will pace maybe someone else, but he already asked me if I need any help or something like that. But now, to be honest, I know the trail, so it's not like the first year where I don't know where exactly is it, and so I was afraid to get lost. But now I know the trail, and I know if my body is okay, I can push myself even without pacer. So I think to have a pacer is less important in terms of finishing the race. It's more about sharing something with them, because for sure there was something before Hardrock with Dakota and Jim, and after Hardrock was very different. We share something like very deep, and we know each other better, which was very nice. So if I'm able to have Jim and Simon, I think this year it will be very nice. But if my body don't feel okay, I don't want to have them and complain that I'm painful, I'm not okay. Maybe I would prefer to be by myself. But otherwise, they are here, and we ran yesterday, the day after, the day before, and I think they recover pretty well. and for sure, they will be okay to run 5 hours with me, both of them. So I think normally maybe Simon can do the first part from Uray to Andes because he's doing the day and he don't know pretty well the race. And then for the night part, I think it's better to have Jim, which know very well the place, maybe from Sherman to Cunningham or to the finish line, if I feel okay. I think it could be a nice moment to share with them, and anyway they will be here to crew and help me and to share, and it's so nice to have them. And I went with Dakota yesterday. It's crazy that all my friends community are here, and it's always such a nice moment.
Very cool, and it's making me realize that with you, Jim, Simone, you know, them pacing you this year, your family coming. Obviously, we've got Camille Bruyas, Ludo is here. It's like, you know, it's like you brought the whole French community, the whole Arash community here to Hardrock.
Yeah, it's more like even ultra community because, you know, we text with Anna Frost since weeks now. Yeah. She's so happy that I came with the family. Yeah. Her kids, we can meet my kids, and she's so nice. I say, I can try to pace you. I will do my best. I say, yeah, if you want, but I'm just so happy that you can be there and crew, and it's very nice. Even to meet you. Yeah. I think it's a nice community, but without not too many people around, so we can be more close together. Yeah, and it's
what makes Hardrock special.
Even Western, it's a bit different. You don't live at the same place. Here, everybody is in a small village, nice place. We can discuss, be close. I was 1 hour with Zach this morning. Even in Chamonix, it's not possible to spend 1 hour with him. Yeah. So it's very nice and it's cool.
Amazing. Well, Francois, you're a great champion. I hope you feel good on the course on Friday.
Me too.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming on.